Hey yo, what's up, world? This is your man King, man. I'm back, bro. I've been off. I took a couple of days off, just doing me, relaxing. You know, I, I'm walking in the I forgive everybody type of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that did me dirty, crossed me, whatever, stole whatever, tried to killed me and poisoned me. You don't talk shit, whatever. I forgive. And I'm not forcing nothing either. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. Like whatever comes, Lord, whatever comes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so open to new things, anything. He knows I am. Travel, new home, the go go overseas, whatever, bro, whatever. Get a car, me and my little girl. I've been having dreams about her like these last like 3 4 months. I had one just last night. That one was. I had two of them within a week. This past week about her. About 2 weeks, yeah, to a week or two. I already had about two dreams about her. Don't know her name. Still don't know what her. I know she's darker than me. She has black hair. She's a little bit darker. And I still want a DNA test though, because I've been fucked over before. You know what I'm saying? So I still want a DNA test, and I mean, it's not because I doubt her. It's just I don't want to get screwed over again. You know what I mean? And wow, the girl that I saw, she's pretty, bro. She looks like a little Selena. She looks like a little Selena, bro. Like that kind of color, like a Latina, like light skinned Latina, Hispanic. Yeah. And I want to say I saw half of me and half of her mom, like her face. She had my eyes. Like I don't know. I hope she has colored eyes, man. But I saw like a little bit of me in her face, her features, Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is. I'll tell you about the dream here in a minute. But yeah, man, I've been noticing that I'm bossing up. I'm bossing up, man. I'm feeling real good. I still deal with shit in the house, you know. I'm still not in a good environment, you know. And Lord knows what I'm going through. He knows I'm being patient. He knows I ain't pushing nothing. I ain't forcing nothing. He knows what I deserve, you know. He knows I want to cook barbecue. I want to cook my badass food. I want to be able to go to the store and buy all kinds of shit for once and just throw it down for my kids. You know what I mean? For me and my kids. Not just my kids, but for me too. Shit. Make the best fucking protein milkshakes and start going outside, fucking working out. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to buy my kids whatever the fuck they want. Whatever. Order shit online, I'll buy it. Want to go to the mall, I'll buy it. You know, and when I'm done with y'all, Daddy's gonna go buy his thing. You know what I'm saying? After I take care of y'all, it's my turn. You know, and then y'all help me pick out some clothes or whatever. Cause I need clothes, bro. I need clothes. I need some shoes, like dress up shoes. Maybe a couple more tannies. I need dress up shoes. I need some like slacks, like khakis and shit. A few more blue jeans. I need warm ups because I know the weather is gonna get cold again. Yeah. Yeah, man. I need to start linking up with people on my level, bro. The city is. I mean, I just need people on my level. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking down or nothing like that. But a lot of people in my city don't. They know who they are. They know who they are. They're just. They're like crabs in a bucket, bro. Not everybody's like that, but the ones that are not like that, they're in a situation like me too. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not, they haven't reached out. I've had a lot of multiple dreams, bro. I know I'm winning court cases right now every day. And I know every day I'm winning. People are getting locked up every day, bro. I wouldn't doubt some of my family members are locked up right now, at least one or two. I had a dream. I'm gonna tell you about my dreams that I had these last 3 days that I took off. You know, shit. Damn, bro, they don't want me to talk. They keep cursing me, talking shit. I keep saying, well. So, anyways, yeah, I had this dream that some kid was knocking on my back door. Not kid, but like a young guy. And I was in the kitchen doing something, and I turned off the lights, and I looked outside, and I said, man, I don't know this fool. What the fuck? I ain't gonna answer the door. I don't even know this fool. I was kind of upset. What the fuck you doing? Like it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. 1 or 2, 3 in the morning, right? And then about 3, 4, or 5 minutes, he takes off. He was there for a while, bro. And then he walks off. He walks away, and then another guy comes up. A bigger dude, heavyset dude, same age. And he knocks on the door, and I was all otra vez. Who the fuck is these niggas, dog? I don't know y'all, dog. So I was like, boop, boop. I said, in my spirit, I said, cops are gonna get y'all, fool. I know, you know, y'all not welcome here. I don't even know you, dog. Who the fuck are you knocking on my door in the middle of the night? And then the cop shows up. The cop, right? And I look out the front door, and I see the spotlight on my front yard. And he's talking to the people, the guys. And I see that I guess they weren't a problem because if they were, the cops would have, you know, took off, you know, with them in the back of the car. And I saw the guys pointing at my house like, yeah, we're supposed to be here type of shit. And I was like, what the now I'm curious, right? So I went to the back door, excuse me, and I opened it, and the cop was right there. And he couldn't even look me in the eye. That kind of upset me, dog. He couldn't even look me in the eye. It was a Hispanic cop, young guy, and he just looks down, like he just like he wasn't enthusiastic, like he wasn't happy to see me or something. And I was like, oh, whatever, bro. I dealt with people like that, with like y'all my whole life, you know. So oh well, you don't want to respect me, that's fine. Don't expect me to respect you either. And I'm your king, goddammit. You should look me in the eye and bow real quick and say, you know, I'm sorry to be at your house this late, but you know, so he didn't tell me none of that. I told him, is there a problem? He was like, nah, man, there's not a problem. And I said, well, what's going on? And I said, I stuck my head outside, and he ended up going to his car, and he took off. And I was walking outside my driveway to the front yard, and I see a van, I see the news, and it was at nighttime. I see the news, the truck, I see picnic tables in my front yard, tables and chairs, picnic tables, and then I see lights around my house, like somebody set up lights. It was weird. And I see a bunch of people in my front yard, maybe like 30 people, dog. 20 to 30 people. I see a trailer full of chairs, like a farmer trailer, like a flatbed. And I see the cop take off. And then I saw the news, and I was kind of like, oh shit, I guess Guess they know who I am finally. Finally the world knows, or not the world, but the community knows. The world knows who I am too, but the community. And I see this kid sitting down right next to me, right? And I told him, I said, "What's going on, man?" He said, "We're just waiting, man. Once you win that case, it's game over." And I told him, I said, "Oh yeah?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "How much are we looking at?" And he says, "Billions, bro." I told him, "Billions." I said, "What, like 58 billion? 550? Like how much?" And he goes like this. And I said, "Don't that don't answer me. You're saying yes to everything I just said right now. Which one is it?" I said, "Because it shouldn't be billions, bro. It should be trillions. You know that, right?" And he just looks at me like, "Oh fuck," like. And I was like, "No, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy. I'm not greedy, bro. I mean, I've never been greedy, never. But I want to get what was taken from me and my ancestors for hundreds and hundreds of years, which is trillions and trillions of dollars." But according to the kid, he's like, "You're gonna get billions and billions," and I was like, and he still didn't tell me the amount. And I looked at the lady across my driveway on the left side, and they were chilling on the picnic table, and I was like, "So you know who I am or what?" She was like, I said, "So I don't have to introduce myself and explain my story or nothing like that?" And she was like, everybody was quiet. I was like, "Why ain't y'all standing up?" You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know who I am, at least you could do is be respectful and be like, "I'm sorry to show up to your house, King, but can you, we're asking for your forgiveness because we want to celebrate with you." You know what I'm saying? You've done a lot. We heard all this stuff behind closed doors and while you've been here suffering, and we just want to be here and support you. Shit like that. Be normal. You know what I'm saying? But obviously in my dream it wasn't like that. Now in the reality, I hope it's like that. I know a lot of people see me as their friend and all that. Cool. Don't. It's gonna be like that, and it's gonna stay like that. But in order to get that, you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? I always told you. Don't bow, get on your knees and say, my majesty, and I gotta hit you with the sword on the shoulder, and then, hombre, none of that shit. Just every day when you see me, just be like, "Good morning, Your Majesty." Smile and be like, "Get the fuck over here, come here." You know what I'm saying? Give you a hug, handshake, whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it's a girl that I like, smack on her ass and get over here. Red flag. Nah, but for real. Yeah, for real, man. I saw all these people, man, and they're just sitting down, just staring at me, and I was like, "Where's the music? Where's the? Are y'all trying to like?" I woke up and I was like, and then once again, I wasn't mad or nothing. I didn't want to jump the gun. I just woke up and I told God, whatever happens, happens. I mean, I know my dreams. You don't show me everything. You just show me like what you need to show me, parts of what I need to know. And then more trucks took off. I don't want to say the cop or the mayor got involved or something, because I guess they noticed that there was too many people in the front yard. Too many cars or people, right? Like it was a party. So they moved the freaking the picnic tables to my driveway, underneath the driveway, to hide. It's like to be more low key, like more in my yard, not in the front yard. and I noticed some people left, and I was like, but a lot of people stayed. And then I woke up, and I was like, what the fuck? I said, what the fuck? I wonder if the cop was like, damn, the people already knowing about the king, man. Fuck. Now he's, damn, bro, we can't fucking steal from him. Cause I, as a cop, bro, you shouldn't do like the two cops that came the last time. It was a lady, beautiful girl, beautiful lady, bro. And it was a white guy, young guy. They're new cops. I never seen them. I know they just got hired. I know I just hired them. And they came respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait to meet those cops. And then there was two cops that pulled up in front of the house when the guy across the street said he was gonna kill me. Boop, boop. They pulled up right on him. They pulled up right on him. Whenever I heard that he was gonna kill me right now, they pulled up on him, dog. And they went to his house. They went around the backyard, and he was inside the house. And I guess they scared the fuck out of him. Like, you know, better not, bro. Better not fuck with him. Like that type of shit. And I told myself, I gotta meet those two cops. You know, those are the kind of cops that, you know, but the one that came in my dream, he couldn't even look me in the eye, dog. He was just, he walked in my house like 2 feet. He stepped in my house and he was just, he couldn't look me in the eye. I was like, so disrespectful, though. And then there was an FBI cop, a big old white man, in the jail, somewhere in the jail or in the courthouse. I think he was in the courthouse or the jail, in the office. And I was, this was a dream before this one. This was like 4 days ago. And I told one of the guards, I said, I was locked up. And I was seeing all these Looney Tunes in there. I was like, man, I need to talk to the feds. So I don't even belong here. Once again, y'all trying to plot on me and say, I don't belong here, dog. I'm telling you. God's going to bring this whole fucking jail down, bro. This whole city is going to... Y'all keep fucking up. Y'all don't learn, right? But this was 4 days ago. And one of the guys, the guards, I was speaking to him on the speaker. And I said, do you hear me? I said, can you hear what I'm saying? And he was like, yes, sir. I said, well, I'd like to speak to the feds, man, because I know they're here. I know there's some feds here right now. He said, yes, sir. I'll meet you at the door right now. And I said, all right, cool. He pulls me out of the tank and he walks me down the hall. Some other lady opens up the door for me, and then she looks at the FBI agent, and she looks at me and she says, he's right here. And I walk in. And it was just some dude. He was just like this, leaning on the chair, like he owned the motherfucking whole fucking city or something. And I walked up in there, not all big-headed shit. I just walked up in there like, oh, I need answers, bro. Like, I need answers. And he just had this vibe, like, hey, rise up, bro. You see me walking in this room. Rise up and say, Majesty, you know, nice to meet you, for the first time. I heard you wanted to talk to me. I'll be like, yeah, man, I need to talk to you. At least give me an hour to talk. At least 45 minutes, at least. You know, I gotta get a lot of shit on my chest. I was already gonna explain to him why the fuck I'm even in here. And then I woke up. And I was like, that shit ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna lock me up. But in my dream, I was upset. I was upset, bro. That was Lord telling me, you need to do a couple of things, Richard. You know what I'm saying? So this won't happen. Because they're cursing you. They're doing black magic and cursing everybody involved in the city. They're trying to paint you as a motherfucking villain and shit. Like they're always trying to. And anyways, here we are 4 days later, right? 3 days later. And bro, because I don't give a damn, I let go, I'm at peace, I'm patient, I ain't forcing nothing, I forgive everybody. The Lord's like, now you really did it, King, now you really did it. Now I'm really gonna ball on these motherfuckers. I'm really gonna ball on these motherfuckers now. Because I finally said, you know what, I cash out. Oh, fuck this shit. I cash out. I can't take it no more. I ain't gonna hold grudges, and I'm tired of that, dog. It takes too much of my energy, dog, and I need to completely heal already, dog. Completely. Body wise, you know what I'm saying? My body needs to heal, dog. And I'm only like at 60%, bro. 50, 60. Damn. And I'm still shining. I'm still bossing up. I'm still doing it. You know what I mean? Doing what a king's got to do to make things right in this world. My city, state, nation, and other nations, all nations. And damn, bro, I'm gonna tell you this other dream. So, my grandparents, they took off, and I'm in my first car that I had bought when I was a freshman. And as soon as I take off, I look in the rear view and another car pulls in my driveway all fast. So I said, oh, shit, I gotta go around the block, come back. As soon as I pull up, my ex-girlfriend from high school, she was all like, hurry up, drive in, come on, continue. You know, continue, right? So I'm driving in the driveway, and she's like, continue, like, oh, she wanted me to drive all the way up in there, right? And I was like, what y'all gonna do, box me in or what? And I started laughing, and I get out the car. I said, what are you doing here, dude? Damn. What are you doing here? Like, what the fuck? And I saw another chick next to her, a little younger, like mid-20s, late 20s, Latina too. And I tell her, I said, who are you? And she was quiet. She didn't want to give no eye contact. I was like, this is fucking shady. I don't even like her being here. I don't know, dog. I just said, oh well. Whatever, Lord. You know what I'm saying? I told God I can't force nothing. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen. There's a reason why she's here, right? Obviously. And I told her, I said, why y'all all quiet for? And I said, and who's this little girl here? She looked like 6 or 7 years old, and she was quiet. She was quiet too. And I look at my ex, and I look at that other chick that she was with. I said, who's this little girl? Like, what is she doing here? And she was just, that girl was just looking the other way, you know. Just minding her own business, minding her own business. And when I told her, I said, who is she? And I looked, I said, she's 6, 7 years old. No way. This is my girl? And they're like they saw a ghost, bro, when I said that. And I said, this is my girl. If it's my girl, let me know now. I said, you need to speak. I can't hear shit. And lately I've been having dreams, bro, where people are talking and they're talking to me, and I'm like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you. And they're like, and that cop too, he was talking to me too, and I couldn't hear him. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because my hearing still hasn't came back, not completely, or that's the way it's supposed to be in the download. I don't know. Anyways, I tell her, I said, this is my girl, and I look at her, dude, and she looks like a baby Selena, bro. Not a baby Selena, but like a Selena when she was like 6 years old, bro. She looked like dark hair, Hispanic, like a little Latina, bro. And I saw a little bit of me in her, dog. her face, had, she had those eyes. I don't know if they were colored. I couldn't. She was just minding her own business, looking around. And then I see a car pull in my driveway, badass brand new Lexus, a sports car, white Lexus. And I see a shitload of people in that car, and I said, oh, damn. Here goes another party, dog. I said, who are these fucking maniacs pulling up to my house like this? How the fuck do they know where I live and shit? Who are these people, right? And so that's what I said in my head. I said, damn, I got company, hold up. And I told my ex and her friend and that girl, I didn't know if she was my girl or not. They didn't answer me. So I was like, man, I ain't gonna play this little kid shit with y'all. Just speak up. You know, tell me if this is my daughter. Tell me, bro. Just tell me. You gotta communicate with me. How do you? People want to change the world without communication. You want to heal relationships. You know, bond without, you know, let somebody know how you feel without communicating it. Then sometimes people read minds. Sometimes people don't. You can't. So this world has a lot to do. I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people in this world got to start speaking up, bro. That's why God gave you a voice. And so I walked down the driveway and I walked to the front yard, and I noticed there's like 10 celebrities all bunched in that car, dog. They remind, and they were all happy. They drove all in my grass, all on my front yard, like it was a ranch party, like at a promised land or something. And I was like, this is a little neighborhood, bro. But it was funny. I mean, I'm used to shit like that, right? I really didn't care. But they pulled up on the grass, which is funny. I have a driveway though, but it was grass. And then I see the doors open, and then like 10 celebrities hopped out. Maybe like 4 women, 5 guys, 5 and 5, right? And it was a 2-door. I'm surprised 10 niggas were in that motherfucking car, dog. And I saw Will Ferrell jump out. Will Ferrell was in the back, and when I saw him, I was like, this mother Will Ferrell's here, dog. And I was gonna kick your ass, dog. I was all excited, right? I was all excited. And I know my ex and her friend were in the back. I know they saw everything. They saw me all happy, you know what I'm saying? Not happy, but I was excited, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. Wasn't expecting all this. And I think I saw Tom, I don't know why, but I think I saw Tom Cruise. I saw like 8 other celebrities, women too. White ones, Mexican ones, black ones. Like yellow bones. And like, I don't know, bro. I was all excited, right? And I was like, what's up, dog? What's up? Y'all ready to party or what? And y'all hopped out like y'all ready to party, dog. Like y'all are just, I don't know. Like y'all are just ready to party. Like y'all ready to meet the king and chill with the king and drink and party, smoke, something. You know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, I'm gonna need a real good weekend because this fucking legal shit, the shit I was getting, the only good shit I had was just the vape, the wax. Every time I got flour, it was bullshit. It was fake. It was Delta 10, Delta 8, Delta 9. What the fuck, Delta? I can't stand Delta, dog. I can't stand it. First of all, it has a triangle. Anything with a fucking triangle, I'm throwing that shit to the mud. And I tried it just so I could prove myself right, and sure enough I was. Smoked like a joint of that shit, joint and a half one time, and I was like, oh man, fuck no. And this shit, oh, hell no. I smoked Reggie back in the day, better tasting and fucking better high than this shit. Hell yeah. But when I'm on my own and I get out this bitch, dog, and I get my money, I'm gonna need a good connect, bro. A good, a good grower that grows. I don't care if I gotta drive to Houston or fucking San Antonio to get it. A little batch at a time. A little batch at a time, just to get through the weeks or the month. And I don't smoke a lot like a chimney. I just smoke like 3, 4, 3 for sure, maybe 4 joints a day, which is like 2 cigarillos a day. That's all I need is like 2 cigarillos a day. Smoke half in the morning, half in the afternoon, half the other afternoon, and half at night. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. Like 2 cigarillos a day of some real good shit. I don't need to smoke blunt after. I'm not like overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. I don't need that much. If it's good shit, you don't need that much. And then, of course, I'll take care of my kids, bro. Take them to school, buy them clothes, shoes, food, cook for them. My bills will be paid. Cars are gonna be brand new, working. I ain't tripping. That's if I don't leave the city, you know what I'm saying? If I'm still here. And I'm dropping this video too because I'm shouting out to celebrities, man. There's a lot of celebrities, bro, that I want to link up with one day. Or I would love to. I would love to. And if you would love to link up with me, man, shit. Drop a message on my DM. Be like, what up, dog? I'll be like, what's up? What's up, dude? What's up, dude? And we'll make it happen, bro. We'll throw some parties here in Corpus. We'll show Corpus how to act instead of all low vibrational. We'll hype the city up, dog. We'll network around the city and we'll be fucking all over the fucking internet, dog. We met so and so and so and so. Did you know they were smoking together? Did you know they had a beer at the bar today? Did you know they were driving in a Lambo and a Ferrari downtown? With some hot chicks and whatever. Yeah, I heard they got a hotel downtown and I heard they threw a big old party. But yeah, I mean a lot of shit, bro. I mean just to get to know you and you get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I need to meet some new people, dog. Cause not everybody in the city is like. There's still a lot of shit to drain in the city, bro. There's a little swamp still here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but anywho. Yeah, I had that dream, man, and then I'm trying to think if I had any. I know I have more downloads too. About some other real shit. But nah, man, I need to get my money. God knows I need to get my money, dog, so I can get out of this house. Be on my own. But if you feel in your heart, dude, you know what I'm saying, and you want to meet your king, bro, and kick it with him and shit, get to know him, you know what to do, though. I'm just a text message away, bro. Just a text message away. And when you land here and rent a hotel, whatever, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get ready, you know what I'm saying? And I'll dress, best as I could with what I got. Yeah. I ain't gonna look like no bum, that's for sure. But I'll dress the best I could with what I got. But right now, I have no cash flow. No cash flow. I don't. Not until I get this inheritance. But if you want to wait till I get the inheritance, that's fine with me too. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand. I ain't gonna get upset or nothing like that. That's not my department or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. If money ain't the option or whatever, cool. You know, I'll still kick it with you. But if it is, just wait. Wait till I get my money, and one day drinks will be on me, one day drinks will be on you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, bro. It don't matter. I'm not. Money ain't a thing to me. When I get my money, it ain't gonna be a thing to me though. Not gonna be give it all the way, but nah, not gonna. I know a lot about money, bro. I know when to sit on it, not spend shit. I know when to spend. I know when to invest. I know when to charity. Know when to give. I know when to buy. I know when to throw everything. Stocks, real estate. I know when to and when not to. I'm very, very good with money, bro. Very good with money. That's one thing I've always been good at. Money, marijuana, girls. The only bad thing about girls, bro, is I could have landed me some real good girls, but I didn't have the money. Every time I did get the money, the city would take it, or I'll get locked up. Every time they saw me rising, boom, they'll bring it back down. Rising. So, yeah. It's all good, though. We're in a different time now. Times have changed. People changed. Times changed. The rich are going to be poor. The poor are going to be rich. And I'm not talking about all the rich people. There's a lot of good rich people out there. They're going to still stay rich. Like the ones I'm talking to right now. My people that are celebrities. Oh yeah, talking about that. When everything's said and done and I make this new world order, man, I'm going to own YouTube, Google, everything. I'm on it all. CEO of everything. Get the new world order bank. I'm on the bank. One world banking system. You know, I'm going to change Hollywood for the better, bro. For the better. Nobody's going to be selling their soul to be famous. And you know how many demons are going to perish and go to hell and die and go to prison for life. And then I'm going to have to replace all those empty seats with angels, you know what I'm saying? And do you know how many good people out there with talent, dog? I get on YouTube every day and I'm like, man, I'll make her famous in a heartbeat. I just gotta get my money, climb up the ladder, boss up more and more. Not more and more, but boss up a little bit more. And shit, she'll work for me and she'll fucking love me, bro, because everything I touch turns to gold. And I'll bless her socks off, bless her whole life. Same thing with him too. If it's a guy or girl, whatever, dude or a girl, whatever. There's a lot of people that I meet with talent, bro. Even in my city, like there's a few people in my city, dude, that I'm like, man, if they continue doing what they're doing, no doubt in my mind, I'm gonna have to keep what's that word? Keep an eye on them, make sure they're okay, they're safe, and they're taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And they're prospering at what they're meant to do, at what they're born to do. Their calling or whatever. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of changes, man. Good changes. There's gonna be some directors that gotta go. There's gonna be some directors that won't ever go. You know what I mean? I'll be like, nah, you staying. You ain't going nowhere. Some actors, some rappers. I said Garth Brooks the other day that it wasn't Garth Brooks, it was George Strait. I think that dude, yeah, George Strait's getting accused of being a murderer and shit. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. See, like, just things like that, bro. But you know how many rappers that are gonna And actors, you know what I'm saying. You know I'm right. And I'm gonna need y'all's help too. You know what I'm being. I'm gonna be like, hey, if you ever see a star out there, and you know that's a star, and they just don't know it, or they just need the right people like us to by their side to look after them, scout them a little bit first, you know, and then throw our little breadcrumbs until they get to the meat. You know what I'm saying? The breadcrumbs of life. Hey, we're gonna throw you some. We're throwing life, you know what I'm saying, your way, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying. But like me, or we'll go to them, go to whatever it takes. They don't gotta always come to. We'll go to them too, depending on the situation. If the time's right, they're a star and they got it all, we'll go straight to them. But if we see a star and then we know they need a little bit more time to figure shit out, yeah, we'll be there to support them. You know what I mean? Until they figure shit out, and then we'll open that big door for them. So yeah, there's a lot of celebrities, bro. I look up to like family. I do. I'm disappointed in one, bro. I looked up to him like a father figure, bro. I'm not gonna say his name. I said it the last time. He has a beautiful family, beautiful daughters, beautiful wife. I had a crush on his daughter, and I don't no more. I just don't. I don't. Too much time has flew by, and I've healed so much, and I know my worth, man. I know my value. I know my worth, and I'll never let a broad disrespect me like that again. Regardless if she thinks I wasn't, I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just her, it was her family. They were all involved. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm not going to let that spoil what I got with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Hell no. They got a lot to learn, you know what I'm saying? Never judge a book by its cover without reading it. Not just the cover, you gotta read the whole fucking story. Who's to know, you may find treasure map in there. Blueprints and blessings and healing and teaching and learning and love and joy and peace, prosperity and growth. And they didn't want to hear it. They just saw the cover that the world projected on me, the jacket that everybody put on me, and they're like, nope, we don't want you with that guy. We don't want you. Oh damn. All right, whatever. You'll regret it. Ain't sure. And I know they're gonna come running. All of them are gonna come running to me, dog. Once as I keep bossing up, they'll probably pull up to this house or my new house or wherever I'm at. Out of nowhere, just show up. Hey man, how you doing? Like nothing ever happened. I'm gonna be like, I'll talk to you, I guess. I'll hear what you gotta say. I'm not gonna be an asshole, a jerk, but just know you can't fool me anymore. You fooled me one time. When I give you my love, when I give you my all, if I give you, or when I give you that, which I gave that to the whole world, and I don't receive that in return, I cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Because you should know. You should know a star when you see one. You should know a real nigga when you see one. You should know better. You should know. I don't know. Oh, what do you mean you don't know? I didn't know this. Okay. You didn't see the signs. You didn't see God. You didn't pray to God to bring you a special person in your life. Yeah, of course. Who doesn't pray to God to bring okay? Do you expect him to show up in a fucking tuxedo or what? Yeah? Oh, that's where you went wrong. That's where you went wrong. You expected him to be a trillionaire, billionaire, millionaire, or what? Yeah. Wow, that's where you really went wrong. See, people, not everybody comes to you like that. The devil comes to you like that. A lot of angels come to you as a homeless person, as a freaking disabled person, as a person that you call retarded, just because they look retarded or disabled or missing limbs. You, oh my God, I can't hang around with y'all. Y'all look like I would look weird hanging out with y'all. That's wrong, bro. That's wrong. That's wrong thinking. Because they got a heart. When they cut and bleed like you and them, y'all bleed the same color. Y'all got a heart. He's got a heart. She got a heart. So do you, right? They got a brain. So do you, right? They got skin and eyes, right? So do you, right? Just because they're born this way or in an accident or, you know, they're whatever happened, whatever. Genetics doesn't mean they don't have a soul, a spirit, or a heart, bro. Yeah, but I'm not, I can't be caught dead around people like that. Oh, wow. Skirt. Neither can I, bro. Like y'all. Like what you just said, I cannot be dead with people like y'all either, dog. I cannot be caught with people like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I cannot. Because I hang around people with hearts, bro. I'm not saying you gotta be a fucking angel. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I want you to drink, smoke with me, party, laugh, you know, joke around, you know, shoot the shit, you know what I mean? Be normal. But hey, be good to society. Fuck. Don't treat somebody that did nothing to you fucking like dog shit. That says a lot about you. I can't stand people like that. And there's so many people like that in my city like that, bro. So many people like that. Supposedly I got this little girl and her mom a nice van. Because I'm starting to give a little bit of money here and there. 10, 20 grand, 5 grand. Like every day, usually I'll see somebody worthy. I'm like, I'll give you 10 grand so you could buy this, 10 grand, 5 grand. Well, this girl, she had a daughter, man. I don't know how old she is. But she was disabled. And she had something wrong with her organs. And she was in a wheelchair. And I got her a new van. You know, brand new wheelchair, like a fancy one to meet her criteria, you know, her standards. Brand new van for her and her mom. And still wasn't enough for me. I told her, I said, nah, I'm gonna give you 10 more grand cash. You know, yeah, I know you got the wheelchair and the car paid for and everything, you know, that's good and all, but you need cash. You know, and I told her, I told myself I want $2,500 for the mom, for her, to do her nails, hair, clothes, shoes, go buy groceries, buy her a new phone or purse, whatever. I don't care. The other $7,500, just keep it for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? Or if you need it, use it, but shit like that. Y'all know what's up, dog. Y'all know what's up. But anyways, I'm gonna drop this message already. I don't want to talk too damn long. I got sleep to catch up on. More downloads to get. Gotta continue to stay hydrated, bro. Yeah. Continue to keep hitting, bro. But much love to all y'all out there. Shout out to my celebrities, you know what I'm saying? What's up? I'll let your boy, dog. I'm right here. Don't be shy. And to my daughter out there, man. Daddy's waiting for you, mama. I'm waiting to see you. I'm waiting to meet you. All right.